Hey everybody, so today was a good day. I am getting back on my normal schedule by going to the gym first thing in the morning, which is really, really nice. I haven't done that basically since the pandemic began. I was trying to do some runs in the morning, but then that's a long story. My days started getting longer and longer, and then my days became my nights, and the end of my night became the beginning of the next day, and I would sometimes run and then go to bed and sleep from that. It was crazy. Anyway, those days are now behind me safely, hopefully. So I went to the gym this morning. It was a good workout. I was a little nervous because today I was doing deadlifts, and deadlifts are a very complex lift. So when I walked in the gym was actually pretty empty today. If you looked around the gym, there weren't that many people in there, which is great. And you can also see it's a really big facility. So with masks and social distancing and lots of disinfectant, I feel like it's a pretty decent space to be as of now. It's not overcrowded. So when I did deadlifts. When I started my deadlift routine, I started with 135 pounds. 135 pounds, and it felt good. It actually felt good in my hands. I use a chalk, but it's not chalk because most gyms don't allow chalk. It's a wet chalk. What do they call it? They call it like a dry chalk? What do they call it? Oh, I forgot what they call it. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, I'll have to look it up. But anyway, it's a product. It's a liquid chalk. That's what they call it. Because it's a liquid, and you can put it on your hands, and you can like rub your hands together or just air them out. And then when it dries very quickly. You can smell the alcohol. When it dries, it actually creates chalk, and it's fantastic because you can use this in gyms that don't allow you to use chalk, like this one. So I used my liquid chalk. I did my first set, and it was actually okay. I felt good at 135 without a belt, and I did 225 without a belt, and I did complete dead all the way down to the bottom. Just a set of 12, and it felt really good. It felt great. Then I put my belt on, and then I used my liquid chalk, and I did that. It felt really great. I was like, you know what? This is a little scary. I mean, it's a little scary, but I'm gonna try to do the 315, which is what I'm normally used to doing. Deadlifts used to be my thing, y'all. I used to be a great deadlifter. Back in my heyday, in my younger days, when I was in Atlanta Symphony, that was the heyday of my deadlift. I was lifting, and I'm not making this up. There are guys at the gym who can tell you. I was lifting 525 pounds in 3 sets of 10. Now, I wasn't dead at the bottom, and I'm sure this is gonna be a big point of whatever. I never dead at the bottom because, of course, it's that static energy of getting back up, but I also wanted to try to exhaust the muscle. So I would go down, but I wouldn't dead it out. I would just go down and then do another lift, go down and do another lift, go down. So you never actually allow the muscle to relax. And that's kind of like a Joe Conyers thing, because I never lifted for like a competition. I did bodybuilding, but that's not lifting, that's bodybuilding. That's a whole nother conversation. So that's what I used to do, 525 pounds, no belt. People thought I was crazy. Now, a belt is my friend at the gym. It feels really good. And honestly, the reason I stopped doing these numbers is because I went to a gym before there was liquid chalk, and I was lifting, it was like 405 pounds, not even that much. But I hurt myself because it wasn't from my lower back. It was from holding the weight. How am I gonna demonstrate this? It was from holding the weight with my arms straight out like this, and just holding the weight, you can see my face, holding the weight down, and just the amount of weight did something funky to my elbow. And I felt that, and y'all, I don't get any money. Nobody pays me no money to lift some weights. And I've done like a show or something, but nobody's paying me any money to do this stuff. So I was like, I can't have my whole career just go poof. So I said, you know what? Maybe I've gotten to that point where I'm just lifting. I've lifted enough weight for this lifetime, at least as far as maxing out. And I never maxed out or was doing a high number. So with deadlifts, you wanna make sure you get good guidance. I would seek like a trainer or anything, because you can really hurt your lower back, particularly your lower back. It can be very, very bad, very bad with bad form. So deadlifts are a complex lift and you wanna make sure you get guidance with that. So ever since then, I have not lifted in a deadlift more than 315 pounds. And what I started doing was doing 315 pounds, 25 times in 3 sets. So 3 sets of 315, 25 reps. And those are my reps that go down, don't dead out, go down, get near the ground, and then come right back up. Go down, and I got really good at it, and I've been doing that for years, and that stopped all with the pandemic. So today I did that. In my first set, I was able to do 14. Now, it felt really good at first, but then I was like, oh, this is really burning. But I got to 14, y'all, in my first set, and then I finished out that set. In my second set, I made myself go to 25 though. That was the goal. In my second set, I tried again, and actually I went to 16. So it's almost like my body's warming up to it, and that was really, really exciting. Because if I could do 16 by the second set, it's all about warming my body up and getting my body used to moving in this way and lifting that kind of weight again. I will be very careful, but everything felt great. So I'm excited about where that could go. So that was deadlifts, and then I did some calves because I haven't worked on my calves. I've got chicken legs, y'all. So calves, I always try to work my calves, but they're really hard to grow, and I'm just lazy at working them. But I did it today, and I felt good about it, and that was that. And then I went to, walked outside, came back, what did I do? Oh no, I had meetings then. I came back, had meetings, and then I went to CultureWorks. CultureWorks is where we have our nonprofit office. It's not very far from where I live, so I was walking down Broad Street, even captured a picture of beautiful William Penn and our very famous City Hall with my new camera, which was great. And finally made my way down the street to the Philadelphia building, which is where the offices of Project 40 are. And made my way in. Everyone has to wear a mask, that's how it works. Went in, made it to our place, to CultureWorks, got our mail, walked into the main room, to our desk, because we have a desk at CultureWorks. And I did a call there, and I did some reporting there. Okay, everybody, so I'm here at CultureWorks, which are the offices here for Project 440. And I just finished a finance committee meeting, which we had earlier tonight. And then we got our mail, and I went through payroll. So anyone who's waiting for a check from Project 440 who may have worked for us this summer, it's on its way. Payroll, and we received a few donations from the campaign that we have going on right now, our resilience campaign. Which is exciting. And that's it. And then I went through all the mail. You saw me probably taking pictures of it. I take pictures of the mail so I can send it to the rest of my staff because we are all over the place. And I always draw the short straw because I am by far the closest to our offices. So I come here and pick up all of our paperwork, and so I can get it to our team and get our acknowledgement letters and to all of our donors, which is great. So this is the glamorous side, the glamorous side of being running a small nonprofit. It's a lot of grunt work, but as I'll always say, as we continue to serve all of our young people, it makes it worth every second because they get a lot out of our programs, and we're really excited about that. So I've shown you around the office. You got a sense of what it's like. So this is a shared co-working space. It's called a co-working space. It's called CultureWorks. It's right here in downtown Philadelphia. The way a co-working space works is that it's actually, people have different levels of membership, and the different levels of membership give you a desk or give you access just to the building or to the office space. They have what's it called, a copy machine and materials and that kind of things, and of course Wi-Fi. And what's great about it is it unites a lot of different nonprofits doing really exciting work under one roof, and it gives us a space to work at a reduced cost, because if we were to actually try to get our own office space, that would be much more cost prohibitive and make it very difficult. But spaces like this, these are great. There are many of them now. It's almost, if you know anything about WeWork, it's a very similar model, but we were at CultureWorks, I think, before there may have even been a WeWork, or at the very least before there was a WeWork here in Philadelphia. So that is how that works. You've seen the space. Yeah, and that's a little bit into the inside of running a nonprofit organization. And then after CultureWorks, I came home and, so y'all, I got so busy I couldn't even announce or release the premiere of my own YouTube channel because I got too bogged down in work at CultureWorks, so I missed it. So I did a post after the fact tonight with the premiere of the post that I think went out around 5 o'clock today. But it's gotten some good response. Y'all are being very supportive in this weird new endeavor that I'm doing. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of fun though. Now that I've done it for a little while, it's kind of fun, and I hope y'all enjoy learning about all these things behind the scenes. I think it's easy to think that all this work comes so easily, and it doesn't come easily. There's a lot of actually work that goes involved, and honestly, I wish I could practice more, but I did get practice in tonight, and I was able to get a few videos, so hopefully that will come up soon as well. I put up the Instagram post, and again, y'all have been really, really supportive, and I'm excited where the YouTube stuff goes. The comments have already been really, really great, and I just hope y'all enjoy what I'm putting out there. It's fun, and I want to be a resource. And it's gonna be weird stuff. It's gonna be off the wall stuff, goofball stuff. And because of the pandemic, I'm normally traveling all the time, like all the time. I was on probably 60 something planes last year. And this year I was on a few. I went to England twice, I was in Detroit, and then it just stopped. And it stopped. I was in New York for Juilliard auditions. That was my last trip, was to Juilliard and back. And then I was in Philadelphia, and then we played a concert for no audience. And I've been in my apartment the whole time. So hopefully when things pick back up, it'll be great. I can start talking to some of my colleagues, and it's just gonna be fun storytelling, kind of behind the scenes, that kind of thing. It's been a long day, y'all. I think that's enough for a day. And yeah, be well. I guess I should come up with like some kind of closing, like do this and go bass, belt it out. That's really, really cheesy, and I'm not gonna do that. For now, good night.